Squad, what it do? It's your girl Becky back in the cut. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Subscribe below if you want to join the fam bam, and hit that bell, that riggedy ding, so you guys don't miss a thing back more. So today's video is just me answering you guys Q&A questions that you guys asked me in my last video, and also about my labor and delivery story, because I know I told you guys I was gonna record it, but that pain, y'all, I couldn't deal, and it all happened so fast, so I couldn't and wasn't able to record it. But that being said, let's get right into this video with no further ado. So guys, I'm going to start with my labor and delivery story, since I did not get a lot of questions, which it is okay, because I think I put it in like the end of the video to like leave a question. But anywho, long story short, I don't have a lot of questions, but if you guys want to ask me more, just leave in the comment and I'll answer them. But that being said, let's get into my labor and delivery story, which is the start. So December 16th. December 16th is Eris's birthday. If you guys know, now you know.
Oh my god, this freaking huge ass spider, and I don't have a shoe. Hold on. Oh my god. How freaking out. Oh my god, it's a shoe.
Guys, no. Look at this. You guys see that spider? It's crawling right beside my tripod. Like, no. Okay, sorry guys. I just freaking freak out when spiders are around, so I had to kill that. Sorry. It might rain tomorrow. But anywho, where did I leave off at? Okay, so yeah, on Eris's birthday, which is December 16th, we didn't do much because I knew I was gonna have the baby soon, because my due date was December 21st. My earring fell. But I had Kamani on December 17th, so the day after Eris's birthday. So I was like iffy on like going out that time, because at that point my mucus plug already came out. If you guys don't know what a mucus plug is, it's something that comes out sometimes before you go into labor, and yeah, it's TMI, but you guys can look it up and you'll find out all about it. But that being said, that's what was happening. So my mucus plug came out in like bits. Like, it wasn't even just one time. It just came out in like 2-3 days. So I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have the baby today. Oh, I'm gonna have the baby today. I'm gonna have the baby today. And then it wasn't happening. And Eris's birthday, I was like, okay, I'm not going out today, because what if I have the baby outside or something, because my mucus plug already came out. So that being said, long story short, that night we go out to dinner for Eris's birthday. I was like, okay, fine, let's just go out for dinner, because it's not so crazy. We're not at a play place and all that. So we had a great dinner for Eris's birthday. I'll throw up some pictures over here or over here, I don't know. But that being said, we had a great dinner. When we got home, I was feeling a bit tired, but I couldn't even sleep. Like, it was just weird. Like, everyone else went to sleep so fast because they got itis. But me, I had itis, but couldn't go to sleep because I was like in pain. I felt like bloated or whatever. But that night, I just kept tossing, turning. I tried to close my eyes, couldn't. And I'm like, bro, I know it's happening. It's happening. Like, I know it's happening today. So that being said, I woke up Bae, because he was sleeping at the time. And I'm like, Bae, like, I'm in pain. Like, this hurts. And I'm like, honestly, I know it's happening today. Like, I think we had to go to the hospital. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, no, I'm telling you, like, I know what I'm talking about. Like, I know when it's happening. Okay, so at this point, I already have my bags ready, thank God, because if I didn't have my diaper bag ready and my stuff ready and the kids' bags packed, I would have been going through hell. Because when I had to get the kids up, this is at like, I think 3 in the morning, 3:15 in the morning. I'm getting them up now out of bed. I'm like, okay guys, you have to go to Nana's house because we have to go to the hospital. They're like, oh, Kamani's coming? And I'm like, yeah, Kamani's coming. And I'm like, every 2 minutes I just had to like lay on their bed. And I was like, oh my god, I'm definitely going to labor. So long story short, we get everything ready, packed into the cars to go to Nana's house. So I had to leave the kids there, and Nana is my boyfriend's mom, so thank you to her for taking care of the kids, because if it wasn't for her, I would be stuck, because 1, my family isn't here, and 2, I still have my friend Chanel there to like take my kids, but I just didn't want to wake her up at night and stuff like that. But his mom already knew and had that feeling we were going to have the baby because we kept updating her every second. But that being said, so we dropped them off, and on the way to the hospital, I was feeling a lot of pain, but not as much. When I got there, though, at the hospital, I don't know, it felt like it went from 0 to like 80 at that point. So I was like throwing up, just like not really talking, just doing that breathing method, like breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And yeah, so I get into a room, and after I get into this room that they had to check me and stuff, like after they registered me in, which only took like 5 minutes, I got into this room and it went like boom, boom, boom. They're like, yeah, she's ready to go get her set up. So they put me in the next room, and then by 5:57 in the morning, I came for it to Kamani. So it was like boom, boom, boom. But I did get epidural. I know some of you guys want to know if I got epidural or did I do it natural. I did do epidural because, like I said, Carmela was natural, so I wasn't going to do that again. But yes. So that being said, that is my labor and delivery story. And the reason why I couldn't upload that video of me going to labor, because honestly, I just felt like I would drop my camera. Two, like the way that I had to undress, leave my stuff on the side because I couldn't hold it. So like basically the nurses would take my stuff to the next room, or my boyfriend. So I was kind of nervous for the nurse to like leave my stuff there, or my camera to be left there. I don't know. So I was just like, I can't even do it. Like I'm in so much pain and I'm throwing up. So I didn't think you guys wanted to see all that. But that being said, I'm going in to answer the questions for my Q&A. So the first question is, out of all the kids, which one was the hardest? Like, which delivery was the hardest? So guys, I had to pause the video because I was like hearing a bunch of yelling, and of course I have boys, so you know they always fight. But yeah. Anywho, the first question was from my girl Letitia, and she asked me, out of all the kids, which one was the hardest? Which delivery was the hardest? So and so. So, out of all the kids, I know, I don't have to think twice, it's Carmelo. That was the hardest delivery. Okay, guys? Because I never experienced going into labor without epidural. So I was pretty freaking scared that I couldn't get it because it was so fast that I didn't have time to get epidural for Carmelo. So it literally felt like the movies, like I was screaming on top of my lungs and all that. Like that was like the worst experience of my life, and I don't think I will ever go into labor with an epidural. Okay, epidural saves your life. Even though your back is like broke up after, it saves you, okay, from all that pain and all of that. It just calms you down after, and then when you're giving birth, it just kind of feels numb. Sometimes it feels numb. Like Eris's delivery, I definitely did not really feel that. Like I felt him, but I didn't feel him, if that makes sense. Like the epidural worked, and yeah, it didn't. So Marquise, it was like definitely numb. I did not feel a thing. Like it went very smooth, and that it felt like that with Kamani. Like right after I got epidural, it went so smooth that I did not feel no pain, and yeah, it went fast. But that being said, my next question is, so Alicia Sings asked, sorry. Oh my god, I just read the question and I honestly like blanked out. Okay. She asked, did I get any stretch marks and did I gain a lot of weight after pregnancy? As you guys can see, if you were previously watching my videos before this, I definitely gained a lot of weight. Like, maybe not a lot, but I definitely gained a lot of weight. I was very, very small and skinny, and now I have like a tummy, but no stretch marks. Thank God I did not get no stretch marks, guys. That's what I was like praying to God that I did not get. But even if I did, like everyone says, it's part of like, you know, the memories of having your child and all of that. But no, I did not get any stretch marks this pregnancy. Okay, so the next question is from Death Skulls, and he said, why did you want to start YouTube? I wanted to start YouTube so I can record my life and my kids' life with me and just have those memories saved, because you'll never get those back. and I always like looking back on things like that. So instead of like hoarding everything, I said, why do I not start YouTube and start like a family channel or a channel in general, so I can just look back on these memories. And I also wanted to influence people around the world about things that I went through, and maybe there's other people out there that went through the same things as me, and I want to help them get through that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to help people that went through the same things as me. And even if they didn't, at least they could come here to watch my videos and get advice if they needed it, or if they need someone to talk to, I would be that influencer that will talk to them and give them that advice, and so on. So that's really why I wanted to start YouTube. And obviously, as any YouTuber knows, like, some people deny it, but I'm not going to be in denial about it. I also think about the incomes that I can eventually support me and my family, how I really want to support me and my family. So that being said, that's also another reason why I want to start YouTube, so I can be a stay-at-home mom and also do YouTube on the side, because I like being home with my kids. And it's not that I don't like to go to work, but at the same time, I'm like, I can't go to work right now because I have little children with me, and I just don't want to take that time away from them, because I notice when you go to work, like, it takes a lot of time away from your children. And me growing up as a child, I realized I was away from both my parents a lot because they did work 12-hour shifts, and it was overnight or daytime shift, and it would always switch up. But that being said, I didn't want to be that. But if you are, if you do have a job out there, I'm very proud of you. I'm glad that you can do it. I know I personally can't do a job, stay at home, and just do all these things that I do and have all these children to take care of. But if you are doing that, I rate you and I give you props, because honestly, it is hard to go to work, come back home to your children, and do what you gotta do. And even if you don't have children and you still gotta go to work, it is hard, because like I said, I did have a job in the past, and it's difficult to work a bunch of hours, come home, and only have like 4 hours to yourself, right? And then you have to start the next day doing the same thing. So I get it. But yeah, that's why I started YouTube. So the next question is, what would you rate your labor? I would rate my labor probably a 7 out of 10. Like, it wasn't bad, but it was like kind of painful in the beginning, like before I went to the hospital. So like, yeah, I would give it a 7. And because it was so fast, that's why I would give it a 7. But yeah, that's basically the end of the questions that I got. If you guys have any more questions, like I said, drop them in the comments box below and I'll answer them for you. But stay tuned for my next video, because it's gonna be a banger. If you guys haven't watched the Pizza Hut versus Domino's video, then stay tuned, because this girl did it with her kids and it's lit. We enjoyed doing it, and I hope you guys enjoy the video too. So that being said, make sure that bell is hit, and make sure you join the fandom if you haven't yet, and stay tuned for my next video, and it won't be another month. Alright, so that being said, this goes out. Deuces.